caught up in the push, I think you've missed some of the pull for your life. And I think this is not just true of you, it's true of most of us. Why are most people stressed? Like if you talk to people, like successful people, they're always talking about, I'm so stressed, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why you're stressed, because you're managing shit.
Yeah.
You know, like you're managing all these great businesses, you're managing all this great money, but you know what? When you manage it puts you back in survival. Are you going to tell me it's more stressful today than the dark ages?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. But what's happened is we have all this we're trying to manage, and we're not made to manage. You've been so successful that now you've hit a set point. And now the only way that set point is people get to a point where they question and they start going, is it worth it or not? But I have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you make a point, you say, no, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to be connected to it at a different level, or I'm going to change paths altogether, or I'm going to add a path that brings another dimension to me. Those are the places that go. So I'm pretty passionate about this answer, primarily because you're asking me. Because you're asking a question, it's a very sophisticated question most people never ask because they never get to where you are, right? So you've gotten to a place where you've hit a block, but you're only 37.
Yeah.
You're, God willing, you're going to have 50 or 60 more years of your life. I don't want you going around doing it out of duty. I want you to go around doing it because I have to get up and work. I want you to do it for something else. And so I can't do it for you, but it'd be very useful for you to get an environment. I'm not selling you, but like, there's nothing like being in an environment. I know when Pat Riley came to one of our events and, you know, he got 15,000, 20,000 people, and he's like, I don't need this stuff. And you know, after an hour, he's like, this is insane. And at the end of the night, he said to me, he goes, this is like the 7th game of the NBA championship, only lasts 12 hours and it goes for 4 days, right? But without energy enhancement, the brain takes over. All of a sudden, now it's your mind doing it. The reason you're not happy is the mind is leading you. Get in your head, you're dead. Your heart is so big. And I'm not saying that to placate you, because I know we have mutual friends and they all rave about what a generous, incredible guy you are. But I don't see you feeling the level that you have. And I can see part of it is energy. You can execute with your mind so well. You recognize, I'm sure, like I do, pattern systems. You know how to put them in place, get it done. But then there's not the emotional connection. You need a moonshot or two, and you need to get connected to the people and see and feel the impact in a new variety, because otherwise, it's the law of familiarity. You get around anything enough, no matter how good it is, you start taking a little bit for granted. And that's just human nature, that's not you. So you have to wake it up and you gotta get associated. The other thing is, you don't have a kid, do you?
No.
I'm trying to give you advice, but look, I have 5 kids and 5 grandkids. I adopted 3 kids. I was 24, I married a woman who was 12 years my senior. She'd been married twice before me with kids from each person. I didn't recognize the pattern, you know, but it was one of the best things that happened in my life, even though she wasn't right for me, and I don't think I was right for her, but I made that choice. I ended up with these kids. So I was 24 and had a 17-year-old son instantly, an 11-year-old, a 5-year-old, and the one on the way. I've been doing my thing, like you're doing, very successful. I want to change the world. Now I got to figure out all these kids in different stages of life. And so I tell you that because that marriage wasn't the right marriage, but those kids are now, you know, my youngest kid is like 42, right? I have a 52-year-old daughter, and thanks to COVID, I have a 4.5-year-old daughter. COVID was good to me. I never thought at 65 years old I'd have a 4.5-year-old daughter, right? Are you kidding me? I've already done all that. But it's the greatest joy of my life because she makes me see the adventure and the smile. I want to do more for her than I want to do for everything else. Every day is new because everything is new for her. You just need some new elements. So it doesn't have to be a child, but I wouldn't mind recommending the possibility for you and your lady. I don't know how she feels about it. But I think at some point in your life, there has to be something more than you that calls you. I'm not trying to give you a sermon. I'm just so passionate. I have a love for you because you've delivered so much value, and I hate when I see someone with so much value. And to me, I see this as a little bit of suffering. You wouldn't call it that, but there's a conflict inside. I don't want to see you suffer. You're too good a human being. I don't see anybody suffer, much less you.
I appreciate that.
Does any of that make any sense to you? What part makes sense to you? I'm curious.
So there's 3 things. So one was the emotional connection part. The second was the framing of the opportunity. And then the third